Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2. No. Yes, it is 13-2. The other one is 12 Zodiac Age? Because 11 was multiplayer and 14 is multiplayer. I know what game I'm playing, sure I do. Anyway, now this is the one about Sarah and Noel and their journey to find Lightning, who they've already found through the magic of DLC. I'm going to show you that later. That was a weird and loud noise my computer just made through my headset, so let me make sure everything is okay. I think everything is okay. Alright, so last time we, I don't remember exactly what we did last time, to tell you the truth, because I know that I did a little bit of on-screen showing you. Here's the kind of nonsense of running around back and forth in the Arclight steps, trying to encounter the right enemies to build up the perfect racing Chocobo. Well, off-screen, I did just a little bit more of that, not too much more. And I now actually have the perfect racing Chocobo all ready to go. It's got all the passive skills that the game thinks you should have in order to be a supreme racing machine. So what I thought we would do for the first video of probably a short session here, because I've been away from this game for a couple of weeks, what if we were to do just one video's worth of Chocobo racing, with the understanding that off-screen I might have to do more Chocobo racing than that. But a little, because the story is carrying us next to Academia 400 as fuck. But right now, we could do a little bit of the Chocobo racing that this game is going to have to offer. It is completely optional. It gives us access to items and gold and whatnot. And the Chocobo we have now should be able to win just about anything. So let's just do a few of these races and see how it goes, and maybe I can get 30 minutes of various Chocobo races out of, under my belt and show you guys how it works, and maybe we'll just be getting into the ones where it's kind of challenging as we wrap up. But there's no great cost for losing a race other than a little bit of gold. So it's not like you really need to worry about getting a perfect record in Chocobo racing or anything like that. So let's just... You sure did.
Greetings and salutations. What can I do for you today?
But yeah, we do a few Chocobo races, then we can
Thank you.
we do a few Chocobo races. I get one video's worth. I might have to do quite a bit more offline, but at least you'll get to see it. I think we saw how to play racing your Chocobo. I just need to know what button you use to get the there. Okay, a couple things you can do. Press A at the instant the race begins to perform a sprinting start and get the jump of the rest of the pack. Pressing A during the race will deplete the boost gauge at the bottom right of the screen. Give your Chocobo a burst of speed. Rate at which your boost gauge charges will vary depending on your Chocobo's strategy. Okay, it's A. Basically what I wanted to know is what button do I press to use boost? It's A.
Welcome to the Chocobo.
So we are going to register our level 99 red Chocobo. Why am I using a red Chocobo? I like to pretend that this is actually one of those renegade rock and roll Chocobos that is like comes from hell according to the lyrics of its own ridiculous theme music. Yeah. Okay. Read that if you want to. You can see we've got a bunch of abilities. We got Lightning Bolt, Sprinter, Free Spirit, Health Nut, Limelight, Attention Hog, Marathoner, Perseverance, Second Wind, and Blue Streak. Blue Streak is, even though he comes with Lightning Bolt, Blue Streak is the one that we want to use because according to the strategy guide, it is by far the most powerful one. Basically, you hang back until the end, and then you overtake everyone at the end, and you're kind of unstoppable. So we're going to race. Oh, hold on, I want to back out. I want to view my record. Okay, your race list will contain 6 races. In addition to standard races, there are graded races, better prizes. Winning graded races will unlock an even higher tier of secret races. I actually want to go back and view records. Okay, so we've never done a race on this save slot. We got nothing. Alright, so we want to unlock higher level races as fast as we can. We have now 25 minutes to get in some Chocobo races, and then I'll do videos doing something else instead. So this one with the little blue thing next to it has the Zealot's Armor as a prize, and it's a special race. Mana Bolt, Power Bolt, Shuffle, Choco Boost, Choco Boost. We'll go for the Sanctum Special. It will consume RP. Racing form. Screen where you select Chocobo strategy, use item, place bets. There are different levels of expectation for bets. I always bet on my own Chocobo. One of the items we have, or one of the skills he has, is this Chocobo has, is preventing it from ever going below normal condition, I believe. So our Chocobo is Red Chocobo. I want to bet the farm on this Chocobo. Apparently we can bet 100 gold. And I want to set it on stay at the back of the pack as a strategy. We're putting our entire bet on it. We have to defeat Swordwalker, Choco Dagger, Topaz Danger, Warrior's Limit, Runt Monk, Blizzard Union, and Sagan Amber. Let's do it.
May the goddess smile upon you.
Her smile of, making you feel better about your horrible defeat, that is. Sanctum Special Cocoon class. So I mistimed the special boost start. You can kind of watch what's going on the screen at the actual visuals bottom. The top really tells you what you need to know. Once you get a full boost beater, you kind of want to use it, preferably within striking distance of the finish line. But as you can see, even using a strategy of dropping to the back, because we have a really high level Chocobo, it's still ahead of a few stragglers. It's got much better endurance than any other Chocobos in the race. It doesn't look good now, but we should win this handily. It's not doing any special skills right now, but it should pick up the speed here and start overtaking. I'm not pressing any buttons. I'll be kind of annoyed if we lose any races, because I spent a lot of time building up this Chocobo and getting the skills it needs. Matter of fact, I probably don't even need to use boost to win this race, as you can see. We are using a overtake at the end strategy, and with a good fifth of the race left to go. I'm using boost just for the hell of it, but you can see I left all the other Chocobos in the dust. Finish. Ludwig Borga. Finish. So we want a Zealot's Amulet. And we unlocked the monster class. We won 110. So that's not a whole lot of gil that we're getting, but apparently you gain gil from the Chocobo races, not so much.
It looks like time was on your side.
You don't win in the Chocobo races so much by winning gil directly, but you eventually, as you have more than one of the item that you win as a prize, you can start selling the prize items off.
Welcome to the Chocobo race.
Let's do another race. This is Monster Clash, Auric Amulet, or Silver Bangle. Common Shuffle, Libroscopes. Let's go for the Ottoman Cup, I guess. Oh, that took 15 instead of 10. So we are sticking with our stay at the back. I'm going to put all of our money that we're betting on our own Chocobo. Confirm we're staying at the back. I guess our odds, yeah, our 1-to-1 odds. Our odds are not good at all because our skills are so much higher. We're heavily favored to win. So as we start getting in more difficult races, we'll be more likely to actually win money because we'll be up against much tougher Chocobos, I guess. Another red Chocobo to compete with this time. I really wish you could change the music to play that music here. That would make this a little more amusing. I feel a little bad, though. There was a Retsupre video. Retsupre, I guess that channel has just died. One of the two guys who used to be the main people who does it still does streams on his personal channel, but it seems like they've just kind of stopped doing their channel together. But one of the classic ones they did was making fun of a fairly well-known Final Fantasy Let's Player, just ragging on this guy's Chocobo racing video about what an incredible waste of your life it is. And if I'm being honest, I have to admit I put in some off-screen time to get a Chocobo ready for Chocobo racing. I'm feeding into the narrative. I was doing other stuff. I was just in general grinding up my characters by even doing that, but we've hit the point now where all grinding I do for items or gold or whatever is no longer... Noel and Sarah's chrysanthemums are maxed out, so... And again, we won fairly easily. There'll be much harder races to win, but there's still not that much strategy to it. You just have to hope for the best. As you get to the really hard races, you have a shot and you have to hope for the best. In these easy races, you should always be able to win. So we unlock the Cactuar Cup and the weapon class. I don't know what that means. If I had the manual or the...
Congratulations! It looks like time was on your side.
I don't remember the difference between classes and I do want to find someplace I can save my game, though. Well, I guess we can save wherever. Never mind, we can save right here. Yeah, I guess I forgot that's how it works in this game. It's...
Welcome to the...
I don't, because you use up RP, so you can see we started at 600, we're down to 575, so you don't have that many races you can get in a single career, but I put a lot of work into making this Chocobo be kind of unbeatable, I thought. So we can go to the Cactuar Cup, which is, we got Monster Class and Weapon Class. I guess Weapon Class is better than... Prize money, 80-40. These ones with a little badge next to it, I think, unlock stuff, so... We're still expected to dominate, though. Tasteful Roses in there. Whether it's Rose from Doctor Who, Rose from Metal Gear Solid 2. I feel like there's a Rose that I'm blanking on from Final Fantasy, but I'm blanking on it. There's a Street Fighter Alpha Rose. There's so many Roses. The Rumble Roses, of course. Strategy always just makes me uneasy. Even though the strategy guide says this is by far the most dominating strategy you can use. Excuse me. Oh, and there's a little musical note floating over my head. I don't know what that means, but I think it's good. I guess that means this is the point in the race where it picks up the pace. Go ahead and attack us with the Chocobo. Do it. I think I was winning even without the boost, but that turns it into another blow, like Playboy Buddy Rose blow away diet victory. Oh man, you got some tired looking Chocobos there. So we don't win a whole lot. We got a pilot's badge.
Congratulations!
So I can save my game and just keep going. We're just going to do a whole video of Chocobo racing, folks. So if you're not interested, you can move on to the next video when we should get going with some more plot. Let us see. Now we can do a weapon class and get a pain dampener. We can get Shuffle, Chocobo, Libroscope, Guard Ravager badge, which is Cocoon class. This is a higher RP cost, but I think this might be... I think weapon class is better than Cocoon class. I think the higher RP cost might be indicative of that too. So you don't really make a whole lot of money betting on your own Chocobo until things get a lot harder, I guess. There are some strategies for splitting your points between Chocobos if you don't think you're going to win. I mistimed it. Oh well. Blue streak unleashed with your red Chocobo. At least it's not a brown streak unleashed. That would be bad. But the blue streak means you're the blue chipper, Rocky Maivia. Just take your time back there. When everyone else tires out, crush them. Thing is, even leveling up with another Chocobo to be a racer could potentially be frustrating because you don't level up by fighting in combat, you level up by feeding it items that you have to get as item drops. It can get kind of tiresome. Then again, I don't think you need to level up all the way to 99 just to be assured of winning the low-level races. Here we go. Blue streak is all powerful. Another easy victory for red at the red Chocobo. Red Chocobo, the red Chocobo. Only a couple of the ones that came in last place are the only ones who still appear to be going full speed. So we unlocked Secret Race Nirvana Cup and obtained the title Fortitude. We obtained Lebreau's Violet Tattoo and the Guardian class. The C class, I believe, I remember being the name of the ultimate class of races.
Congratulations! It looks like time.
There are one or two specific prizes that we're supposed to be on the lookout for. This is the only way to get them, or at least the easiest way to get them. including items that you equip that increase the drop rate of rare stuff. So they're like for completeness. Proud Havoc, that's a Guardian race. Prize the Tower. Oh, these are special Woppets. I think we really want these. Nagaraja and the Tower. Now you see we're getting up into like Dark Matter and Adamantite as prizes. Those are really rare items that you kind of want to get. Let's start with this one. But I'm a little worried. We're already really low on, or we're already running through like a sixth of our RP. So I guess you kind of want to be pretty careful about which of these you take. But I believe any of these weapons are one-time prizes. So you want to get them, and if the race is offered again, you get some other prize instead. Adamantite is a thing that you need to gather a certain amount of in order to craft the best weapons in the game. So we're getting to the point now where we're definitely seeing prizes that are worth collecting. Our odds are still 1-1 though, so we're still expected to win this race. It's going to be up till we get to the ultimate class of races before we start seeing stuff we're not expected to win. Or don't have like really high odds of winning. See that purple Chocobo there on the far side is off to an early lead. With a green Chocobo nearby. It would be kind of nice, honestly, if you had the option to skip the race. Since there isn't like a lot of visual variety or anything like that. Yeah, by the standards of the Xbox 360, you have some pretty uninspiring visuals on the crowd in attendance. They have fans in the stands, but they're in shadows and not moving. They can always hide in the shadows. Average pace. Or the current race leader is on average pace, I guess. Kind of need that boost to kick in. I'm not There we go. I guess the other Chocobo don't have abilities like that they get to use. So anyway, we unlocked a new weapon, I believe. We won the tower. I think that's a weapon. And we unlocked the Xiaorong whatever. Train Conductor Cap. And we unlocked the Falsey class. So the big penalty for winning is that you lose RP, race points, without getting a prize. Which is bad. Since they're limited. I think the tower is a weapon for... No? It would, let's see. A sacred weapon imbued with the Mighty Jin's power increases magic to match strength. Oh, interesting. Okay. 1168. 1124. Well, for the time being, that might be pretty good. But yeah, there are special weapons that will that's the passive ability, Power Link. Adjusts magic attribute to match strength attribute. So rather than giving you a strength boost like most of his other weapons do, it'll make your magic match your strength. So for the time being, until we get better weapons that give him more significant strength boost, this gives him much higher stats overall. But if you'd rather focus in entirely on magic, then there's other better things to do. But yeah, you want to win the one-time only prizes that are available from these races, I would think.
Welcome to the
just so you've got all the options to play with. So the Orphan Special gives us... That's a Falsey class. This was the first one we've come across that there's a real decent chance we would lose. Potent Silver, Collector Catalog. Collector Catalog. I like Hermes Sandals, but Collector Catalog I think is the main thing that you're supposed to be going after. We still have a 1-to-1 chance of winning. I'd be curious to see what would have happened if we'd chosen that other race. Grand Yazamat, Radiant Impact, Gilgamesh Rising, Weapon Meister, Chaotic Legend, Osmond Victory, Hades Sovereign. Interesting names. So Collector's Catalog is a big deal. We're supposed to collect as many of those as we can, I guess. Eventually you start selling them. But collecting those up and equipping them when you go out and grind is a big thing. Then again, we've burned through over 100 race points of the 600 we've got total, so at some point we have to be kind of aware of where are we going to finish up with this? What do we actually want to get? What races are we going to pick going forward? I didn't even get to use my boost. I didn't bother. Slow pace, blue streak. But we've got the ultimate class of...
Congratulations!
The ultimate class of races are available to us. And we can now start equipping Collector's Catalog. Item Scavenger 2 increases odds of obtaining items after battle. Gil Finder 2 increases gil gain. So that's what they're about. Now I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go back and read. I wanted to do one video of Chocobo racing just to show you guys, and then kind of be done with it on screen.
Welcome to the Chocobo.
But I will need to do up a little. Need to do a little reading on exactly how are we supposed to be doing this. So Hermes Sandals, N-Tight Ring, Collector Catalog. Because I'm not 100% sure which of these is the best, most useful race for us to go after at this point. N-Tight Ring, bet Hermes Sandals probably has something to do with speed. Maybe it gives you auto haste at the beginning of a battle. So this will be the last one. Let's see if we can win a special race. We still have a 1-to-1 odds. Ultima's Promise, Grand Excalibur, Great Ragnarok, Meteor King, Radiant Impact, Auriculum Lord, Eden's Champion. Yeah. There were a few Chocobos named in the strategy guide you're supposed to look out for. One of them had Bartandalus in the name, so just like to think Bartandalus is in the crowd betting on Chocobos. Or that he's a Chocobo jockey. I guess these Chocobos don't have jockeys, but... Oh, shoot! I didn't mean to. I was holding A there. I didn't let my boost meter start. Well, we'll see whether that screws us up. I guess it was running at boost, like that small amount of boost that whole first few seconds. I don't know, we'll see. We should still be able to win this. But this, other than the little, we have a little, like, metal whatever thing, ribbon that's blue off to the side of the race name, at the highest possible class. So I think other than having a red one of those, this is the toughest race we should be able to do. Now, it looks like we're falling pretty far behind the leaders. But hopefully they're doing a different strategy. I'm not aware of any particular reason you wouldn't want to let your boost build all the way before you use it. There's nothing we can really do with the camera to get a better idea of where anyone else appears to be. But we're near the back, and we're more than halfway through. And we stretched out a bit here. So this might be the first one we lose. I saved, so I can get those RP back if I feel like it. But I didn't need to do a little reading up on the racing games anyway. And what the best strategy is, what we should be going for. Certainly we got a new weapon for Noel out of this. We got Blue Streak unleashed. Oh, there we go. Just barely got to the front of the pack. We got another Chocobo. The green one on the side is coming up. But we are going to win this. And get some Hermes sandals. Secret race unlocked Pulse Cup. Tropical tea. Tropical tree. Okay, don't know what that is at all.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna suggest that title for longer stamina. All arounder. Title order for winning a race of each distance. Oh, okay. Oh, you can do all the different races. Maybe you get something for that. So we haven't done the question or the Pulse Cup. You know what? Now that Pulse Cup is unlocked, maybe I'll make this video go just a little long and do one more race before we wrap up. See if we can get the Pulse Cup to come up, because that's like the ultimate race ever. But I am curious about the Hermes sandals. Critical haste. I wonder if having more than one does something. Otherwise, I'll be kind of annoyed, but I guess we still needed to win that race in order to unlock the Pulse Cup. You'd want to at least have access to all the races, right? Let's see what races we are offered this time. If it's nothing impressive, then I'll just back out. That's a monster class. That's the Orphan Special. I think we already did that.
Welcome to the Chocobo.
I wonder what will actually cause the races to reset. Not this. So it doesn't let you pick exactly what race you want.
Welcome to the Chocobo.
Sure looks like they gave us two different races that would potentially give us a weapon and a collector's catalog on one set, and now we can't get anything except, I guess, another collector's catalog. So definitely the game kind of messes with you. I believe you can go spend coins to buy items called randomizers that will reset which races are available. Yeah, it's a big time sink, but it is what it is. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back, we'll do something else. I'm Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.